Hey, Michael, can you talk to us about between the sidewalk and the curb? What's happening here in
Okay,
Eastmark?
be glad to. In these Parkway strips, we call them, the resident owns this little piece of land here behind the curb back to their house. But what the association has is an easement, which allows us to, before even the house is built, we install these trees and our irrigation lines, and it allows us to come back later and to continue to service the trees.
Okay, so the irrigation, there's both the resident has irrigation,
hmm
and then the ERA also has an irrigation line for just the trees.
Sure do. And in most cases, our irrigation is a little bit different. You see right here, this is a drip emitter, and that's for the residence plant right here. But these bigger kind of round tubes you see in the back are actually bubblers that are a couple feet deep. And that's in an effort to help get the water down to the roots of the trees.
So even though you might not see your association tree being watered, you might not see it up on the ground. It might be because it's down a couple feet.
Yep. And that's our goal, is to always have the water going down so that the roots will go down and establish and get really strong and support the tree.
Now, talk to me about these stakes.
Sure. So we kind of talk about the stakes kind of like they're sort of like training wheels for a bike. And so when someone's learning to ride their bike, those training wheels help a lot. But just like this tree, we want to keep it so that it doesn't blow over or harm the tree, but we want the tree to move because that helps, again, to establish the roots from that movement. And then we keep the stakes on here, generally a year and a half. But really what we're looking at is once the caliper of the tree here is close to the size of the stake, then we can really take those stakes off at any time. And that's something that we do for the resident. The resident doesn't have to worry about it at all. And we'll come and remove these stakes when they need it.
Very good. And then if you notice that your tree starts to need to be pruned or something, so is it the resident's responsibility to prune, take care of the trees?
No, it's actually the associations. And, the developers, the builders had a vision to have all these beautiful tree-lined streets that beautify in front of the house, but also provide shade to help lower temperatures. Another issue is a lot of times residents don't see the water coming out of the bubblers or the trees actually getting watered. So they want to do the right thing in their mind and add some additional water. But actually, the way the bubblers work, like we said, you don't often see the water. And so a lot of times we have trees that are struggling, and it's because they're actually getting too much water. And too much water can be just as harmful as not enough water. So we try to keep a good balance, obviously, with the bubblers, and just ask residents if they have concerns about whether the tree is getting enough water, again, to please call us. We'll come check the moisture of the soil and those things and let you know and let the resident know and make any adjustments if they are needed.
So Michael, on these Parkway zone trees, what are some of the primary things you'd ask residents not to do, and then what should they do?
Sure. We'd ask them not to ever really trim or prune the trees. That's something that we're happy to do. And, I like to tell residents that we want to make this as easy as possible for you. So if you ever have a concern with your tree, anything at all, you think maybe it needs pruned or the canopy elevated, or you're worried about the water, please send us a CCF form, and we'll be happy to come out and look at the tree and take care of whatever issue there is.
Just go on the resident website, fill out a community concern form, and you and your team will get the landscapers out to look at it.
And our crews are pretty good they have door hangers. So if they come, a lot of times it has check boxes on it. So they'll leave a door hanger that says, replace stakes or, pruned up the tree, whatever's needed.